Bring in one of the House Judiciary Committee members who questioned Director Wray, Texas Republican Congressman Lance Gooden. Congressman, welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.
FBI Director Wray said today that the notion that he is biased is insane. Let's play it.
Well, first off, I would disagree with your characterization of the FBI and certainly your description of my own approach. The idea that I'm biased against conservatives seems somewhat insane to me, given my own personal background.
What are your key takeaways from today's hearing?
Well, after today's hearing, I have a lot of the same concerns I had. I saw a lot of deflection, of saying I can't answer that question. He wouldn't come out and say, I won't answer that question, but there were a lot of excuses for why he wasn't going to give us the information we asked for. He does have a conservative background, as the Democrats love to point out. He was appointed by President Trump. But there's absolute bias within that organization. If he doesn't think that he himself is biased, then maybe he's not. But under his watch, certainly, there is quite a bit of bias that we have discovered with this FBI. And a lot of the questions that we had today, we just didn't get great answers for.
One of your colleagues tried to press him on whether he's investigating President Biden. Let's play it.
So the president is under investigation.
I'm not going to confirm or speak to who is or isn't under investigation for what. I'm simply going to
tell you. So he's not under investigation?
I didn't say that either. By longstanding department policy and practice, I'm not going to be confirming or denying who is or isn't under investigation or for what.
What did you make of that?
It was interesting. He was very consistent in his denials to provide information. But everyone knows that the president's son is under investigation. The information that the FBI has put out, that we've seen in the press, that's publicly available, it's very clear that he is in legal trouble. But what we saw today was just more deflection. Democrats were obsessed with Donald Trump. Every time a Democrat was on the microphone, with very few exceptions, they were wanting to talk about the president. One of the issues that there was agreement, though, bipartisan agreement, was the FISA abuse that we have seen over the years. There are Democrats that are joining with us on the Republican side, asking very serious questions. You know, FISA is up for reauthorization this year. The FBI wants a clean reauthorization. They're not going to get it. And the abuses that we have seen, that Director Wray seemed to disagree with the numbers. Matt Gaetz from Florida talked about the numbers of abuses. He seemed to be unaware of how many times that the FISA process has been abused by this FBI. There are just so many problems that are not trending in the direction of the FBI being a credible institution.
Your committee's top Democrat issued a warning about attacks on the FBI and Director Wray. Let's play that.
Their personal attacks on Director Wray, their repeated calls to, quote, to defund the FBI, these are not victimless acts. They are a clarion call to anti-government extremists, and that call is being heard.
How do you respond?
Well, this is the same Jerry Nadler that was attacking Comey during the Clinton race, Clinton-Trump, when he didn't like what Comey did, talking about her being under investigation. So I don't take much seriousness in anything Jerry Nadler says. His comments are all read and prepared by his staff. He's obsessed with President Trump. Every time he gets the microphone, it's Trump, 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 Trump. I do respect some of the Democrats on that committee that really do want to talk about the issues. But I think that the personal attacks against anyone, whether you're appointed or elected, are never appropriate. And there's some agreement that we had on that committee today. But at the end of the day, the American people do not have faith in the FBI. Director Wray shares some of the responsibility, and the leadership of that FBI, unfortunately, does not have the trust of the American people.
Congressman Lance Gooden of the great state of Texas.
Thank you.
Grateful for your time, sir.